For 40 years, this little car sat buried in a forgotten scrapyard. Surrounded by rusted metal and broken machines, a once legendary Volkswagen Beetle race car quietly waited. Its paint had faded, its tires had sunk into the dirt, and the famous number 53 that once raced proudly across the road was almost erased by time. Most people who passed through the scrapyard never noticed it. To them, it was just another old car, another piece of scrap. But sometimes, hidden beneath rust and dust, there is still a story waiting to be told. When the team first discovered it among piles of abandoned vehicles, they saw something different. Not just a broken car, but a forgotten legend. The damage was everywhere. The interior was torn and dusty. The engine was silent. The body was scarred by years of neglect. But the spirit of the Beetle was still there. So the restoration began. First came the rescue. The old car was carefully pulled from the scrapyard where it had rested for decades. Then came the cleaning. Years of dirt washed away, revealing the familiar curves of the Beetle once again. Inside the workshop, the true work began. The engine was removed and rebuilt piece by piece. The interior was stripped, cleaned, and restored. Rust was removed from the body, and fresh paint brought the car back to life. Slowly, the faded racing stripes returned, and with them, the famous number 53. Little by little, the forgotten Beetle transformed, until finally, the moment arrived. The key turned. For a brief second, there was silence. Then, the engine came alive, a sound that hadn't been heard in years. From a pile of scrap to a shining classic once again. Because sometimes, even the smallest cars can carry the biggest stories. And sometimes, all they need is someone willing to bring them back to life.